So here we are at Gardens of Babylon. I'm so excited, Emily. So we're going to go in and see if we can find Trevor and get some information about Christmas trees, freshly cut Christmas trees, that is. So come on in. All right, we found him. Here he is.
Hi, can I help you with your
Christmas
tree?
trees.
Welcome to Gardens of Babylon.
Thank you.
We are once again this year carrying fresh cut Frasier fir trees.
Okay.
Frasier fir trees are the best fresh cut tree that you can buy. They have the best needle retention. They have a really good smell. They have that sort of romantic feel that people want in their house this time of year. Sure, there's artificial trees, but nothing compares to a live tree. They're nice and flexible. They are fragrant in the entire home, and they just have that classic holiday look.
Love it. These actually are a lot fuller than I was expecting them to be, you know. So is it true that I'm going to be vacuuming up needles every day? Like, is that a real concern?
It could be a concern. You're always going to get a little bit of needle drop. What separates our trees from everybody else's trees are they were recently cut. We work closely with the farmers of North Carolina. We have a farm we work with. These are cut typically the few weeks leading up to us receiving them. We cut them again and we keep them in water until the customer takes them home, which keeps them nice and fresh. We're also available to cut them again before they go home again so that it continues to drink water and you have as little needle drop as possible. Frasier firs also have less needle drop than any other conifer you can keep in your house. So definitely when you're at your Christmas tree vendor, ask what kind of trees they're offering because it does matter. At the end of the day, they're not just all Christmas trees. Frasier firs are definitely the preferred choice.
Okay.
They're pet safe. You know, we can't guarantee that a pet won't climb in them or drink from the water bowl, but they're not going to harm any animals. Should be a problem.
That was one of my questions, whether or not my cat could nibble on it and not be sick.
Your cat can definitely nibble on the tree and not get sick.
Okay.
You can also add a little bit to keep the bowl of water full, and then you can add a little bit of vodka or a tree freshener that will keep the tree just a little bit more supple throughout its life in your home.
Do you sell that, the tree freshener? Obviously, you don't sell the vodka.
We do sell us a tree preservative. Okay. Yeah, we do sell a tree preservative.
Okay. And so you put it in the water. You don't have to spray it.
We have a spray that you can use on wreaths and garland, but you're going to want to put that in the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how often do you have to water these trees? Like every day, every week?
From our experience, these trees need water probably 2 or 3 times a week. They are going to drink pretty quickly. It also depends on the size of the bowl that you have. The tree stands that we have are sold separately. You're welcome to bring your own tree stand to us. There's a lot of neat ones on the market these days, and some of them hold a little bit more water than others. So whenever the water level has dropped to almost dry, it's good to fill it back up.
Yeah, I was noticing these stands, you know, we've always done artificial trees, so I am a total novice. I didn't really know if this was going to be a good option for my family, the way we do things, but I didn't realize that the tree stands actually have you put the water in the stand. You don't have to have like a bucket.
Yep.
I was thinking I needed a bucket.
You don't have to have a bucket, and you know our team can also help get the tree stand attached to the tree, whether you're taking it home or we're delivering it. We can bring it indoors. We can set it up in your living room, pretty much from cut to
so you guys deliver. I brought my truck, but for our viewers, they may not have access to a way to get it home. So we actually deliver.
We deliver once a week. Yep.
Okay, great. Good to know. Let's look at some of these trees. I know it's starting to rain on us, but that's not going to keep us from having fun today.
Just keeps the trees fresh.
I know. These are gorgeous.
So we carry trees ranging from 3 to 4 feet up to 12 feet.
Okay.
The most popular sizes usually are in the 7 to 10 foot. And it seems like people want larger trees. If you've never had a fresh cut tree, you should have one at least once in your life.
Yes.
And always think about when you're selecting a tree, the topper, if you're going to do anything on top of the tree, that you want to leave a little bit of space. You want to think about how tall your ceilings are, because you can quickly outgrow a room if you bring in too large of a tree.
That makes sense. Honestly, these trees are a lot fuller than I was anticipating. I was thinking like Charlie Brown, Christmas tree, very bare, nowhere for lights and ornaments.
Yeah.
Speaking of lights though, do I have to worry about what type of lights I put on it?
So We recommend an LED light. LED lights are going to burn cooler. There's
Okay.
less risk of accidents and house fires. If you are using something that's like an incandescent light bulb, I would recommend putting on a timer, turning it off when you're not at home or
Good
in the
idea.
evenings, because house fires around Christmas time are a real thing.
Yeah. Would you normally see a tree like this last for the whole month? Because, it's almost December 1st. I didn't know if that was too early to buy a tree. So,
It is not too early to buy a tree. These trees should look good well through Christmas, through New Year's. Usually that
Nice.
first week in January, second week in January, it's time to probably get rid of them.
okay.
But I've seen some trees that looked like they just came off the lot.
Oh, wow. That's great to know.
So they vary in shape. There are some that are skinnier, some that are wider. We like to pull them out and kind of get a 360-degree view on them. Just kind of make sure sometimes trees are going to be viewed from all the way around. It might be in the
That's
center
right.
of the room.
That's so true.
Sometimes they're just going to be in the corner, so it's it's not a big deal if it's a
So it's,
little flat on the back.
I guess you recommend to people coming to buy a tree to really know what their space looks like, right?
Correct.
Bring a tape measure, know how tall your ceilings are and how wide the space is. So this one, it looks like it's more than 7 foot. 7 to 8, maybe?
This is a 7 to 8 or 6 to 7 foot tree that is measuring more like 7 to 8. Typically
Yeah,
the trees are
this is
cut a
tall.
little large. We can also cut a few branches off the bottom. We try to trim them up when they come in. But always measure your space before you go to buy a Christmas tree,
Yeah.
because they're a hard thing to return.
Yes. Do you have people do that? Bring back a tree and be like, well, I thought it would fit, but it doesn't.
I don't know if we've ever had a Christmas tree return,
Okay.
but we also offer a service. If you buy a tree and you just load it on top of your car, we can net them, we can
Love
tie them
that.
to the roof, we can
Yeah.
do it safely, and we can get you from here to New York City if you need to go that far
Nice.
with a Christmas tree.
Well, I have a really important question, and this may seem like a strange question, but I have to ask it. I have been told that I may bring a freshly cut tree in my house, and the warmth of my house cause things to hatch within it. And if I'm going to have a bug issue, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So
We
talk
have-
to me.
Absolutely. We have. I have not seen insects living in a tree. We've been selling Christmas trees down here for near 20 years. We find the occasional bird nest that's nested in there, which is a kind of cute thing. You can keep it or not.
That is cute.
These trees, they're sprayed down, they're shook out. It's very
Yeah.
unlikely that these trees have any insects living in them. Plus, the tree, it's been cut. It's at the end of its life, so there's not a lot of insects in the winter sort of feasting upon it.
That makes sense. Do I have to worry about the weight of my ornaments? Are these pretty strong?
Frasier firs have very strong, sort of upright branches. So whenever you're decorating your tree, you can kind of put your ornaments a little bit further out than you normally would, and with a nice lightweight glass ornament, it should be just fine. This is also a nice looking tree. A little bit fatter than the other ones, but from this side, this tree almost looks artificial. I mean, it is near perfect.
It's pretty.
Look at it.
Wow. Yes.
Just a-
They just feel so fun. Like, I bet every morning I'm going to wake up and be like, "Oh, what is that smell?" And
Just
then I'm going
having-
to remember it's the tree.
Just having your coffee with some, fresh evergreens in the house. There's just
Yeah,
nothing like it
right?
this time of year.
Oh, cool. So we found it. We found the tree for me and my family. And now we're going to see what they do to package it all up. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous, just to be honest, since I've not had a freshly cut Christmas tree before. I really hope I don't kill it. Coming and getting all these questions answered has been really helpful and made me feel more confident that I can do this.
All right, let's get
Wow.
you home so you can decorate.
Okay, let's do this.